There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to TV8's Good Morning Vail for Tuesday, August the 3rd, 2021. Those rainstorms that we've been hoping for have finally arrived en masse, as it is a rainy morning today in Eagle County. It's a live look at the Eagle County Regional Airport. Hopefully the planes have some nice non-slippy tires for the rain this morning. I know that some of the roads have some standing water on them this morning, especially around the Dowds Junction area, as my co-host Maddie Evans discovered this morning. Maddie, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Yeah, there was some standing water on that drive. It was a little bit scary this morning. I was like, cool, this is winter driving. We're going 50 miles an hour and it's fun, I guess.
Yeah. Did you do some hydroplaning or did you keep things?
There was a scary moment. You know when there's those big ruts from the semi-trucks in the slow lane and you get over and then your tires get sucked into them and it like drags your car really quickly and jolts you over there?
Yeah.
That happened to me and I had a mini heart attack, but we made it. We're all good. So.
Oh, I'm glad you made it in here safe.
Yeah, me
It would have
too.
been lonely in here doing this alone.
I know. Yeah. I would have been so sad.
Now, for all of our viewers out there, what do you do when you hydroplane?
Amazing question.
Yeah.
Amazing question, especially right now because we have so much standing water. What do you do, Eric?
Well, you don't want to touch your wheel. You don't want to fight against it. You want to keep the wheel steady. Don't try to make any turns. Cruise through. You'll get to pavement in no time.
Yes, and also you don't want to just like slam on your brakes or accelerate super quickly because your tires are not touching the pavement in that moment.
Yep, correct. Just like ice. Just chill. Slow and steady and chill.
Yeah. Just go slow. No one needs to be in a rush today. If you are in a rush to get somewhere, maybe just give yourself a couple extra minutes to drive safely there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
so
a mellow
important.
Tuesday. It's a rainy day. Everyone's moving slow today.
I know. It feels like it should be fall. Like I need to start bundling up in my sweaters and I am so excited.
Yeah, we're going to
getting
have
this
some
much closer.
whiplash on Thursday.
I know, but we're getting this much closer to winter.
I know, every day.
Every day.
I think yesterday was, we have equal amount of time until the ski season starts as when the ski season ended. So we're pretty much right at that halfway point before we can finally make some turns on amazing champagne powder again. It's all I dream of these days. That and the next MCU movies coming out in September and November and December. I dream about those too.
That's all I dream about is those champagne turns. So I'm with you on that one. Look, we agree on something.
Yeah, we
High
agree on
five.
cake for breakfast too.
Well,
As our viewers saw yesterday, we enjoy our cake for breakfast.
I mean, sometimes you just got to live life on the edge, and sometimes cake for breakfast is the edge.
Or the middle. That's just normal. That's just par for the course. Well, we got a great Good Morning Vail in store for you guys today. We've got our friends from Ski Snowboard Club Vail in here to talk about their upcoming bike swap. We've got a really unique new business coming in. If you're familiar with a hyperbaric chamber, they're going to come in and talk about that and the amount of recovery that it can provide to you as an athlete. I remember my first experience with one was like a decade ago. There was that football player that changed his last name, the Chad Ochocinco guy, and he was famous for being in a hyperbaric chamber. It always looked fascinating.
Well, that's amazing. We're also going to have TJ from Vail Segway come in, so maybe you're looking for a sunny day later in the week.
Thursday.
Sunny
to
day
Sunday
activity. Yeah, this is a great one because they tour you around all of Avon, which is so fun. They also know a lot about the history of things taking place in Avon and Edwards, and so they give you a whole guide through it, which is absolutely incredible. And then we've got Squash Blossom coming in to talk about one of my absolute favorite jewelry pieces ever.
Turquoise.
And I'm so sad because I only wore one turquoise ring today, but turquoise.
You normally have more than one turquoise ring.
I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things.
Yeah, I like turquoise. That's one of my favorites too. It's a good southwestern
It's so pretty.
southwestern
Look
flair
at
to it. Yeah, it goes well in silver. You see it a lot in really unique jewelry pieces. So let's see if they bring on some cool stuff from Squash Blossom today.
Yeah. Also, really quickly, I do want to touch base. Bears.
Oh, did you get another visitor last evening?
I didn't, but like 4 houses down from me, the car alarm just kept going off, starting at like 3 a.m. And I was like, oh, dude, no, I just want to sleep. And then I was like, you know what it is? It's probably a bear that keeps like walking around the car and triggering the car alarm.
Maybe, yeah. I think the good news there, though, is that you are no longer on his food map, and he's just skipping past you and going to that house.
For now. For now.
Well, as long as you do a good job securing your trash.
My trash is so secure. It's like hard for me to open my trash.
Yeah. Well, keep it up then.
Yeah.
Keep those bears away.
Yeah.
Remember, bears, they make a photographic memory based on where they get food. And we are getting to that time of the year where they are their most voracious, getting ready to hibernate. So make sure all of your trash is secure so that the bear doesn't add your house to its food map, and we can all live in peace and harmony. Now we're going to take a short commercial break here, come back with a look at your local weather forecast. How long will this rain be lasting?
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Welcome to beautiful, sunny San Diego, known for its white sand beaches and amazing weather. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute.
This gorgeous 2-story home is located in La Jolla's exclusive Loa Hermosa.
The spacious grand entry boasts a dramatic winding staircase to the upper level and opens to a gorgeous water view living room.
Enjoy panoramic ocean and sunset views while relaxing to the sound of rolling waves from nearly every room of this incredible Mediterranean estate.
I'm here with Mayumi, a massage therapist from To Go Spa. Tell us about the services you offer.
We go to your rental property and do the massage and nail services so you can enjoy your vacation time.
Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Luxury accommodations just steps from Wind & Sea Beach. This is Southern California lifestyle at its finest. We'll see you next time on the Opulent Minute. Contact us today, opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Good morning, Vail.
A nice cloudy Tuesday morning, giving you a nice start to your morning, a nice relaxing morning, as I like to say. That fog definitely makes it feel like we are getting close to fall. This is a live shot from CMC up in Leadville, and you can see that that fog is definitely settled in right at the base of the mountains and up and over them. So it is going to be a beautiful day today, a day for cleaning, being inside, maybe a nap in your forecast. There's definitely a nap in my forecast for today. We are expecting these temperatures to be a little bit cooler. 71 degrees is the high for today. First thing this morning, temperatures into the high 40s, kind of getting to the low 50s. And then we are seeing that 75% chance of precipitation throughout the course of today. As we take a look ahead into this evening, we are expecting those temperatures to cool down just a little bit. So those temperatures for tonight, 46 degrees, a 60% chance of moisture, lingering through the course of this evening. So make sure that if you are getting out there to do anything, that you have your rain gear with you. We are expecting that precipitation to kind of make its way throughout the course of today. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, where if you are getting on those roadways, you just want to be nice and safe out there. Go slow, as there will be some standing water on that I-70 corridor. Temperatures down in Denver, nice and warm, 84 degrees, a 50% chance of precipitation, 71 here in Vail, 74 in Avon, and then 75 in Eagle. But you can see that 70% chance of moisture throughout all of Eagle County. So like I said, if you are getting on that I-70 corridor headed anywhere, just be nice and safe, especially where you're getting off those exits. That's where it gets kind of scary, as that water can tend to stand just a little bit more there. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow we are expecting that chance of precipitation to decrease substantially, a 35% chance of moisture tomorrow. Those temperatures starting to warm up, 77 degrees. Beautiful sunshine on Thursday with a high of 82, a 30% chance of moisture on Friday, but into the weekend we are expecting that beautiful sunshine and those temperatures to be up into the low 80s. So maybe if you do want to get out there and do any outside activities where you get to enjoy that sunshine, just hold off until the weekend, because that's when we're going to see the best weather for it. Now we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be talking about something that you want to do. You want to get out and do this weekend, especially as your hands cannot get on any bikes right now. So stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings. All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, many of you are familiar with Ski Snowboard Club Vail, but did you know that they have a cycling team? And did you know that that cycling team is putting on a bike swap this weekend? It's the perfect season to get yourself a new whip for the pavement or the dirt, and it supports the local community and Ski Snowboard Club Vail. And I'm happy to have Dan Wayland from Ski Snowboard Club Vail. Dan, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. You're a fabulous coach on both cycling and Nordic. You've got about, what'd you say, 170 athletes that you're currently coaching?
Yeah, about 170 between the two programs, so quite a few.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some great athletes up here as
Sure
well.
do. Yeah, no, we got a lot of talented kids running around and skiing around and biking around in the valley. So.
Yeah. How has the bike season been going?
It's been interesting, as most people know, right? It's been fires, mudslides.
Yeah.
You know, obviously today it's raining. You know, so we've kind of had a whole mix. Obviously, pandemic.
Yeah.
So we've kind of battled it all, but we're still plugging away and going for it, and
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. So
You guys mostly riding out of Eagle, or what are your primary?
so our
kinda-
home race course is Eagle.
Yeah.
So the Haymaker is our home race course, but we try to ride kind of everywhere. I think it's just like good experience for kids to see kind of what the valley has.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're always doing one thing, it's kind of gets a little boring.
Yeah,
So.
no, absolutely. Yeah, it kind of degrades your skills as well because you get so comfortable as
Yes.
to like what the berms are like, what the jumps are like.
Yeah, and so like most of the kids, who, you know, the seniors for sure will say that, right? Like they're tired of riding the Haymaker. You know, after the last 4 years of riding the Haymaker.
Yeah. Totally.
But unfortunately, that's what we got. So
Yeah, you're like,
that's
well,
what-
go ride Bowman shortcut.
that's where we're going to be riding, you know, for the high school league. So might as well practice it a little bit.
Yeah, make sure you've got a home turf.
Yeah.
And do you also have long distance road cycling as part of a team there?
We don't do a ton of road cycling. The road cycling still like scares me a little bit for, you know, kids out on the road with motorists. They, you know, God forbid.
It's still a scary world out
little
there in
scary
terms
world.
of cars getting along with bikes and
Yeah.
understanding the rules.
Yeah. So we're staying away from that one still a little while. A lot of our kids will train on the road,
Okay.
And it's like important to like be out on the road to train, to build kind of that specific endurance. But for the most part, we stick to
Stick to the dirt. Yeah. Cool.
A little safer when you crash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, dirt is softer than pavement, as a matter of fact.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about the bike swaps.
Yep.
That's starting up this Saturday.
Yep. So we do Friday check-in, 5 to 7, and then we'll do a Saturday check-in, 8 to 10, and then the sale is 11 to 5. And all the proceeds support the Vail Junior Cycling team. And so this is our second annual event. We co-present with the Kind Bike Shops and us. So we have a great partnership there. They obviously know the bike world. That's what, well, obviously they know the ski world a little bit too.
Yeah.
But that's kind of their jam, right? So they provide quite a few employees to help with like sizing and pricing and kind of the general questions that like for me as a coach, I can answer some, but not all.
Yeah, well, you're not familiar with all the bikes. And
No.
as we're seeing here, there are a ton of bikes. Like that is an impressive array of bikes that get sent to that swap.
Yeah, and so in the first year we were a little overwhelmed with,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
was great. You know,
Yeah,
we
that's
didn't
what you
know what
wanna
to
be.
expect. You know, the first go, and you know, we had a lot of people, you know, lined up at the door the morning of, and we had a lot of inventory to sell. So we're hoping for the same thing this year.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. Obviously, the bike shortages are pretty apparent. You know, it's hard to buy a new bike right now.
Yeah, it's almost like your best route of getting a really competent bike is going to be through this bike swap, through hand-me-downs or through used ones.
That's what we're hoping for anyway. So
Yeah.
we're hoping that people bring kind of their, you know, I know there's bikes sitting in garages right now. You know, hopefully those folks bring those bikes and, you know, give back to the cause a little bit and, you know, come out and check out what we have too.
Yeah.
So,
And in terms of if I were somebody that had a bike and wanted to bring it there to be swapped, what are kind of the details on my end?
yeah, so basically come to the check-in, right? We will evaluate the price of that bike or, you know, clothing or whatever it may be, wheels. We will, you know, guide you in that process. You basically fill out kind of what you want for that item. And then we keep 20%. So
Okay.
that's our cut. You know, and that's a pretty standard cut nowadays in that world. And it just saves you the hassle of actually having to sell it. And then obviously during the sale itself, we'll have my staff, the Kind staff, trying to like sell those bikes, you know, to appropriate customers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you've got a Santa Cruz, a Transition, a Yeti, like a big name bike, that sucker's going to go immediately.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the big name bikes are the ones that go first.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, those plus, you know, Trek and Specialized and, you know, and so again, we'll see how many of those get there, but we had quite a few. You know, I think we ended up selling, I think it was almost 103-ish bikes.
Nice.
Last time, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good turnout. So
Yeah. I love the thought of people that don't necessarily have high-end bikes being able to receive them through this swap and not paying $6,000, $8,000 for them.
Right. We actually sold quite a few kids bikes, and there was BMX bikes. So we kind of do the whole gamut.
Growing the sport.
Growing the sport. That's the growing the community, growing the cycling community just in the valley, and you see that every year in the bike program. You know, we went from 10 years ago, 9 kids now to 70. So
man, that's impressive growth. I mean, the sport as a whole, I think the pandemic really just lit a firecracker under biking as people look for ways to get outside and maintain distance.
Yep. No, it was scary to start back up last year, but we made it work. So.
And you actually touched on something. We'll rewind a bit with this sale. So it's not just bikes; it's clothing. So maybe you've got some gloves or a backpack or helmets or things.
Yeah, helmets. I mean, we kind of had it all. Wheels, helmets, bikes. Gloves, shoes, pedals. I mean, you name it, we had it there last time around. So we're not afraid to have those small pieces too. So, because obviously those are very important for getting out and riding.
Yeah.
So
oh, they're crucial.
You need a helmet.
A bad pair of gloves and your hands are going to go numb. You can't brake properly.
Yep.
Yeah. And so just touching back on the cycling team now, I understand you guys got some new jerseys, new sponsors. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, we have a great set of sponsors, Forrestal Realty, Alpine Collision, Alpine Bank, The Kind, obviously, and Coleman Custom Homes. And so we do have a lot of great support within the Valley. Obviously, there's so many others, that you can name that have helped us along the way. And that's what's cool about, what we do is kind of all the backing that we have.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just a solo mission, right? We do really feel like we're supported really, really well. So.
Yeah. Well, you guys have such amazing athletes, and we try to band together as a community and help the great programs. So it's good to hear that that's happening with your team.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's really cool to see kind of just the support in general, and just like I said, the culture of cycling is continuing to grow here in the Valley, and that's really what we want.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. More bikes, less cars, more athletic folks. It's all
less cars
all
would
good
be great.
things. Yeah, right.
I feel like there's an exceptional amount of cars out there nowadays.
Oh man, I know. The more second homeowners come in,
there's a lot of that.
We'll make a little rule that if you buy a second home here, you gotta trade in your car for a bike. Even if it's an electric bike, it's still
that would be better.
Still a bike.
That'd be better.
Yeah, totally. Awesome, Dan. Well, thank you so much
very
for
much.
joining us.
Appreciate it.
Good luck on the remainder of this season,
Yep,
and then
you.
good luck on as you transition into the Nordic season cross
thanks.
country.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Hopefully we'll be back for that one.
Yeah, you will. So if you are in need of a new bike, if you want to just check out some new accessories, or potentially you have a bike that's been sitting under a tarp in your garage, check out the Vail Bike Swap. So the drop-off is this Friday afternoon, and then Saturday morning, 8 to 10 a.m. To drop your stuff off, and then from 11 to 5 p.m., go to the Bike Swap at Battle Mountain High School and support Vail Ski and Snowboard Club and our amazing athletes here in Eagle County. And we got more Good Morning Vail coming right up.
Good morning, Vail.
With its world-famous sandy beaches, stunning postcard views, and a laid-back beach town vibe, welcome to San Diego. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute.
Escape today to Whitefield Vistas in La Jolla. Originally built in 1928, this recently remodeled estate maintains its quaint classic feel while impressing with its rustic modern charm and bright decor.
I'm here with Sarah with Toddlers Travels. Tell us a little bit about what services you provide.
We're a full-service baby and beach equipment rental company for traveling families coming to San Diego, so you can travel hassle-free with young children.
Book now through our concierge services page on opulentvacations.com.
Renowned master architect Russell Forrester designed the living room and downstairs suite, as well as the expansive decks surrounded by tropical gardens with an ocean view. This home is perfect for your next luxury vacation. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute.
Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
Good morning, Vail.
We were greeted to a lovely little rainstorm this morning across Eagle County. I sure enjoyed the cooler temperatures. It was tough to wake up with that nice cool breeze coming through my window. But we've got a little change of pace around the corner, so soak up the cooler weather and the rain while you can, ladies and gentlemen. But for today, we've got a high of 71 degrees, so still very comfortable temperatures despite the onset of rain expected to be occurring all day and into this evening, starting off around 49 degrees today, 75% chance of precipitation. I think you can jack that up to 100% because it was in fact raining this morning, and I believe still continues to rain outside the studio. This evening, expect overnight lows to get to 46 degrees and then a 60% chance of rain continuing through the afternoon and into the evening hours. But we are nearing the end of our monsoonal flow season, folks. So that's some unfortunate news, but great news in terms of mudslides and a little bit too much rain. That's about to end here. So we've got 84 degrees down in Denver. They should be getting some sprinkles today as well. 71 Vail, 74 Avon, 75 in Eagle, and about 70% chance of precipitation all throughout Eagle County today. As we move along to the 5-day forecast, now this evening, close to midnight, 2 a.m., that's when the showers should really taper off. And then tomorrow ushers in a new high pressure system that has slowly been migrating from California and the Pacific Northwest, and that should be en masse in our valley by Thursday and extend all throughout the weekend, where temperatures take a little return to our normal year seasonal averages in the low 80s right now. So we're looking like a great, lovely weekend ahead. If you've got allergies, watch out for the pollens that are going to be coming out after all of this rain. But we should have gorgeous temperatures for hiking, paddleboarding, anything you're looking to do outdoors this weekend. That's been it for your local weather forecast. We're going to take a short break, come back with more interviews here on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
It's always fun to dress up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got a jewelry tradition here on Good Morning Vail, and I'm happy to keep that one going with Hillary from Squash Blossom, one of the long-standing kind of original jewelry shops in Vail, but now a totally new vibe.
Right, that's true. You know, the Squash Blossom is actually a piece of Native American jewelry. A lot of people don't know. I actually brought two for everybody to see what it looks like, but it's been there since 1973. So we still keep the Native American jewelry alive. It's super cool and colorful.
Yeah, and what's more Native American really than turquoise? I mean, that's, if I think of Native American art, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's just amazing turquoise pieces.
Right, and a lot of people don't know that turquoise is actually pretty rare. It's only mined in 4 states in the U.S., and it is mined in other places, but a lot of the turquoise has been mined out, and you cannot get it very much. Some certain ones.
So is it now coming from kind of dismantling current jewelry and then refreshing it into different pieces?
You're still finding it, but like for example, like number 8 or Blue Gem or Sleeping Beauty, which is the very beautiful blue color and doesn't have any matrix, you can't get it. So like whatever people are making in the jewelry, that's it.
Oh wow, that's fascinating. So it's
Mm-hmm.
probably causing prices to go up and things to just be, so they become more collectible items.
Exactly.
Now,
It's
where-
like supply and demand.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
When you hold back the supply, you increase the demand.
Yeah. So would you classify turquoise as like a great family heirloom jewelry now?
I would, you know, and that's a kind of a good segue, is that a lot of the pieces that we get in our store are newly made, but most of them are actually like people's heirlooms that have been passed on from generation. And for whatever reason, the current children don't care for it.
Yeah.
And so they want to come and bring it back and give it new life and give it to a new home.
Their losses are
Right,
gain.
that's true.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, turquoise has amazing amount of uses in terms of jewelry as I'm looking across this spread here. Let's go through some of these pieces that are on the table and just, you can kind of walk our viewers through it. Let's maybe start with that big necklace on the table.
Okay, so that big necklace is an actual squash blossom. So in the 1890s, the Moors brought it over to the Spanish. The Spanish brought it to the Native Americans, and you see the little naja, which is the upside down crescent shape.
Yeah.
They used to wear those on the bridle of the horses in battle, and it was said to protect against the evil eye. And then you'll go up to the actual other pieces that they look like squash blossoms, like the flower. And then the other piece is the pearls, which are just the silver. So they actually hand make every single piece. And then that turquoise is called ceremonial turquoise, which they would wear, like certain chiefs and things would wear them in the tribes. So a lot of new trend these days are people are wearing squash blossoms, you know, on a day-to-day basis. You can throw them over a black dress, but actually wearing them at weddings as well. You see a lot more people because it's, you know, the wedding's something blue, something old, something new. So you've got the blue and something old if you get a vintage piece, and it has a great story and meaning.
It's your all-in-one jewelry.
Right.
Yeah.
Just need one piece.
I think what I love most about turquoise is that it's generally inlaid in silver, and it's not quite such a flashy kind of extravagant jewelry. It has a low-key elegance to it, where it does have kind of this, I don't want to call it antique older feel, but just more of an elegant, classy feel to it than a giant ruby and a bunch of diamonds surrounded by it.
Right, it does have a different look. You know, it does, we do sell it with gold too, which is pretty, but for the Native Americans, they did set it in silver, and the different tribes had a different way of doing their silver work. So that squash blossom that you're seeing is a Navajo, which they had more silversmith work to it. Zuni you'll find is just the smaller pieces of turquoise, and then there's a couple pieces on there, like the earrings are super amazing. The chandelier earrings, they're all inlay cut. It's a Frank Dishta technique. He was the artist. Super old and vintage pieces.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what have you given me
Okay,
here?
yeah, look at this.
So this,
baby.
I've got it flipped around for the camera, but typically it would be this on the inside.
Right.
You're saying,
So
right?
it's an actual, like a 1900s bow guard, and it's actually signed inside. So what a bow guard is, you know, when they had the bow and arrow, they would put it inside their wrist to protect against the bow hitting your wrist.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not getting any cuts or anything
Right.
on the wrist.
Yeah. But
Oh,
it's like
that's-
super cool, like totally, you can rock it.
I love the worn leather. Like it, honestly, this piece kind of fits me.
Right,
Fits my
yeah.
personality.
It's just,
yeah.
you know.
It's a little bit loud, but also understated.
Yeah, a lot of people come and like, who wears that? I was like, I just imagine some kind of like rock and roll guy
Yeah,
coming
former
in.
punk rockers that are aging out
coming
of-
in and put that on stage. How cool would that be?
Totally rad. Yeah.
So.
So tell me a little bit about Squash Blossom. I know it's it's currently being reinvigorated, I would call it, because it's under new ownership now.
Right. I mean, we bought it in 2019, right before COVID. You know, Kevin and I are younger, I guess, so I think that we've just we really are about the community. We put a bar in the store. We do ear piercings, we do watch repair. We're really trying to create, like every trunk show we've been having, we've been pairing it with something else. Like we did a store blessing, we've done ear piercing parties, we've done the caricatures, you know, that
Cool.
guy from the market, Steve, you can
yeah.
come and do that. So it's just really about kind of coming to the store to just kind of have fun and create just an experience.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we've been talking about trip treats lately. Do you know what a trip treat is? For all those tourists out there.
I do. I don't know. Is that like you go on a trip and you got to treat yourself?
Exactly.
If I could guess as to the two words.
Right. So I don't know. Like some of my friends from Austin started it, and I love it because it's like you come to, you know, Vail is such an adventurous, you know, memorable place, and when you come to Vail, you remember whatever it is, your summer bike ride, your hike, or your skiing, and it's, you know, you take a piece of jewelry with you to wherever you live, and then when you glance down at it, you remember the time that you had there, and that's really what we're about. And so the trip treats really got me thinking this year. I'm like, oh, I like it, because it's just like something fun that you bring back and wear and think about your memories.
And if you're going to more of a, I mean, I know Vail is very much modeled after Europe, but I consider Colorado to be Southwestern. If you're going to a Southwestern vacation spot, what better trip treat than some piece of Native American Southwestern flair?
Right. And we also have other stuff. If Southwest jewelry is not your thing, most of our stores designer jewelry, so you can literally get any and every range of things.
Yeah, your showroom is massive. It's Squash Blossom is always so impressive when I go in there. And you're still at the same location right on kind of the corner of Wall Street.
Yes, so we're
Gore Creek Drive.
Gore Creek Drive 198, literally right across from Sweet Basil.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for
Of
getting me
course.
styled up here this morning.
Yeah.
Make sure to head down to Squash Blossom as you're cruising around Vail Village. They've got a brand new bar. Get yourself a cocktail and a trip treat to remember your amazing time in Vail. And we got more Good Morning Vail right around the corner.
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Located in sunny San Diego, just steps from one of the most prestigious beaches in California. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute.
Located just a half a block to La Jolla Shores Beach, this property has amazing outdoor space, which includes a large deck off the living room and decks off each bedroom. The jacuzzi on the back patio is perfect for relaxing in after a long day at the beach.
I'm here with Andres, the owner of Dinner with a Chef. Tell us a bit about the services that you offer.
We offer personal chef experiences for any occasion where you're able to enjoy your guest while leaving the rest to us.
For more information, visit opulentvacations.com. The open, contemporary design, complete with marble flooring and modern appliances, make this the ultimate luxury beach accommodation.
Opulent Vacations' signature concierge service is included with every reservation.
I'm heading down to the beach to soak up some sun. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute.
Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Historic Deerfield is significant as a site because we're an important place in American history.
All but a few of the historic houses are on their original home lots. The original town plan from the 1670s is still in place. The town retains its original scale, and in many of the houses we have objects connected to Deerfield, the Connecticut River Valley, and New England. And all of this together helps to convey a deep sense of place.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to have this incredible group with me here on the couch. And I mean, we've been giggling all morning. What a fun group I have here with me on the couch. I've got Jonathan, Nico, and Nina, and they're a very special group with a new program here in the Vail Valley, and we're so excited. The hyperbaric chamber that you guys have is incredible. So NexGen Hyperbaric, thank you guys all so much for coming in this morning.
Happy to be here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so really quickly, just tell me each of your roles with NexGen Hyperbaric.
Sure. My name is Jonathan Rotella. I'm president and CEO of NexGen Hyperbaric. We operate a comprehensive hyperbaric and wound care company throughout the country. And we've just recently opened here at APN, and we operate a program treating both inpatient and outpatients on a daily basis.
Which is so incredible. And for people that don't quite understand what hyperbaric is and what it does, what is it?
So hyperbaric oxygen therapy is basically oxygen at pressure. And oxygen at pressure is actually a drug. We put you in the chamber for the equivalent of about 2 hours from start to finish. And we take you down between 2.0 to 2.4 ATA. And those are atmospheres. And atmospheres are measured in seawater. So every atmosphere is the equivalent of 33 feet of seawater. And at that pressure, oxygen is a drug. And it stimulates what's called angiogenesis, which is the body's ability to heal itself from the inside out.
Wow. So kind of a miracle what the hyperbaric chamber does to your body. And you guys offer this kind of throughout the country. And so what are all the services that you do offer with it?
That's a great question, Maddie. My name's Nico Brown. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of NexGen Hyperbaric. And really, from my standpoint, primarily what we want to take care of are the on-label and the off-label indications. And so when I say on-label, these are the FDA-approved indications. And you can go on to our website at nexgenhyperbaric.com to look through all these, but they range a variety of different things, from chronic non-healing wounds to radiation injuries, post-cancer treatment, to crush injuries, carbon monoxide poisoning, etc. And those are the types of things that insurances will pay for hyperbaric treatment. The off-label are some of the sports performance, the various healing after for recovery, sports medicine type recovery items, as well as anti-aging and different items like that. So oxygen is a wonderful, wonderful drug, and oxygen at pressure really can do some amazing things.
Which is so incredible, and this is something that I've kind of heard about as it's up and coming, and it's just becoming this big part of the healing process for so many people, but it's nothing I've ever learned about. And so this is incredible that, I mean, post-cancer, that's huge, because the toll that that takes on your body is disgusting, is really the best way to put it. And so the fact that you can heal your body with this hyperbaric chamber is, I mean, amazing.
Traditionally, hyperbaric oxygen therapy has been utilized for decompression sickness, also known as the bends. And that's essentially when a diver is ascending from their dive at too quickly of a rate, and what ends up happening is the molecules get saturated in the blood and can cause swelling, which is very dangerous, which is how it was utilized traditionally. And that was over 100 years ago it was discovered. So over time, the physicians have discovered more application for this utilization. And as Nico had indicated, there are 14 approved outpatient indications via the FDA, but there are a multitude of other indications that hyperbaric oxygen therapy is utilized for, specifically for sports medicine, both prophylactically and for the treatment of injuries as a result of sports.
Which is amazing. So now, not to fangirl or anything over here about Nina O'Brien sitting next to me on the couch, you're a U.S. ski team athlete, so you are a hardcore athlete, and when you take a fall, I mean, it can really hurt.
It can hurt a lot.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, as having Hyperbaric Chambers, one of your biggest sponsors, and you're an Olympic hopeful, like, you are out there crushing it right now.
Thank you.
How does this help you?
I mean, I primarily use NexGen Hyperbaric to recover from all my training sessions, and so I will do a workout, and obviously that just totally depletes your body. But after my workout, I'll go treat in the chamber. And I really can't tell you how much of a difference it makes. I feel so much more energized after the session, and I know I'm able to give more in my next workout.
Which, I mean, for you as a competitive athlete is...
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'm really just looking for any little edge I can get, and that's where NexGen Hyperbaric's really helping me out.
So how often do you do it?
I try and do it 3 times a week. So right now I'm going into the last hard week of my summer training block, and it's been a really big push, but after this I'm about to go do a strength workout and then go treat in the chamber. So that'll give me a lot of extra push for this week.
Which is huge, and especially as you guys, I mean, we're getting so close to winter. We are halfway.
Exciting.
I know. I'm like,
it's a big winter coming up. I'm excited.
Especially since all of the races are back on.
Yes.
And I mean, you're gonna have to compete hard. So are you gonna do this throughout the course of the winter too, as you're running gates and training all over?
So we travel a lot in Europe. So the summer training block is really the primary time where we build that foundation of strength and confidence, which really carries throughout the winter. So I'm hitting the chamber a lot this summer, and then every time I'm back home in the winter, I'm going to make sure to get those treatments in too.
Amazing. I mean, it's incredible to have an athlete such as yourself kind of vouch for it, just because it shows that it works and it shows that it's going to help you. And regardless of, if it's just post-workout recovery or if it's severe injury.
Nina's our 3rd U.S. ski team member we've treated. We've actually treated Bodie Miller and Lindsey Vonn prior to Nina joining the team. So
I'm in good company.
You're in great company. I mean, it's incredible to have all of you guys here, and it's incredible to learn all of this, only because I think that as these things kind of develop, there's always these rumors about it, right? People hear about the hyperbaric chamber and they're like, oh, that's so cool. That's something that like I've heard about, but they've never tried it. And you guys can kind of offer this to anyone, correct?
Yes, it's important to note that there's a lot of hyperbole out there as it relates to hyperbaric oxygen therapy, specifically people that they say they have chambers in home. Those aren't really chambers, those are more oxygen concentrated tents. And I want to go back to my earlier comment about oxygen at pressure. Those home chambers don't have the ability to take you down to pressure. And that's really where the hyperbaric oxygen therapy truly works from a restorative perspective. And it also reduces inflammation and swelling, which is equally as important. But yeah, we offer this comprehensive program here at APN for both inpatient and outpatients. And we've been treating patients successfully since August of last year. And our block is full, so we're doing quite well, and we're helping a lot of people, and that's important.
Which, I mean, it's incredible. So even as someone who has a prior sports injury, could I go in and see benefits with my bad shoulder that I have?
Certainly. I mean, everyone is different in terms of how their body reacts. But if you think of the sheer scientific benefit of the utilization thereof, it stands to reason that you probably would derive some benefit.
Which is so cool, and it's so cool that you guys have now recently brought this to our valley, because it's something that, I mean, we have a lot of athletes here. This is something we need, and it's cool that we're getting it kind of exposed so that athletes, maybe not as great as yourself, but pretty great athletes that are coming out of the Vail Valley can experience this.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
And so you guys do have a couple other locations. Where else are you in the country right now?
We're in all 4 time zones in the lower 48, so almost coast to coast.
Which is incredible. And so people can go to your website to get more information, to see exactly what the hyperbaric chamber oxygen treatment does, and see where they can go and get their hands on it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys all for coming in this morning. Good luck in your upcoming season. Of course, I'll be following, totally fangirling over here. I'm not even gonna lie anymore. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail. Make sure you check out their website though. If you have any needs for any kind of recovery, the hyperbaric chamber and the oxygen treatment is going to be something that's absolutely incredible for you. Stay tuned. We've got more Good Morning Vail right around the corner.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, we were greeted to a little bit of sprinkles this morning, getting ahead of myself on that national map there. Settle down, Eric. We're getting greeted to a little morning of sprinkles today, and that should persist throughout the course of the day. However, today is likely to be the last day of our monsoonal flow season, where we were getting moisture recycled from the south on an almost daily basis. Now for today, expect highs of 71 degrees after starting off right around 49 degrees. And I don't know about you, but I sure enjoyed those cooler temperatures and cool air to wake up to this morning. My dog's really going to like this hike without the blasting heat on top of her. But that is going to change later on this week. Now this evening, expect temperatures to start around 46 degrees with a 60% chance of showers continuing throughout the evening, but they should be tapering off tomorrow. And that's because, as we get to the map we started off here, this big high pressure system is slowly making its way west, and it should start hanging out right on top of Colorado. And this high pressure system is just going to push all of that moisture out into the Great Plains area and on to the east eventually throughout this week. So this is really the last day of rain that we can expect. And as we look at the higher elevation jet stream, it's just making a bit of a dome over that high pressure system. So that's why it's been so slow moving. If you recall yesterday, that high pressure system was located in Nevada and Utah, and it's just slowly making its way to us here in Colorado. And it will be here by tomorrow and then really significantly on top of us on Thursday. So tomorrow, 35% chance of afternoon showers, really the last day of the monsoonal flows. And then Friday, there's just a 30% chance of precipitation unrelated to really the monsoonal flows, just a little bit of moisture that's trailing around in that high pressure system. But as we move on into the weekend, very sunny skies, nice conditions, low 80s, very normal for this season here in early October, or rather early August. So let's get through this rainy day today, and then we got some beautiful weather ahead of us in the future. We're going to take another short break, come back, and close out Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Tyne Morgan, host of U.S. Farm Report, a weekend tradition since 1975. I invite you to join us each week as we shine a light on agriculture today and the great way of life that can only be found in rural America. Our team travels the roads less taken to give you a unique perspective on an industry that is rooted in incredible diversity. Come along for the ride as we showcase how farming and ranching isn't just a profession, it's a way of life.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Well, it was a fun show. We had a lot of great guests today, huh?
That was a great show. I feel like every time we have such incredible guests come on, I learn so much. And then I'm just like, my mind is boggled.
It's rare for me to fall in love with jewelry, but that piece from the Squash Blossom, I really did fall in love with. I want to be rocking that the Bogard turquoise piece. It's super
I feel
cool.
like it would give you a different aesthetic that would just like, you would rock it.
Yeah, it's hipsterizing Eric is what it's going to do, and I'm all about that. And then the hyperbaric chamber, that was super cool. I had this thought about that. Do you think the bear that's been visiting you has been living in the hyperbaric chamber?
Wow, you're
Oh,
hilarious.
man,
maybe
I know. Thank
maybe you're in the wrong career path. Maybe you need to go and do some
stand-up comedy.
Yeah. I would come to your shows and just be like, oh man, knee slapper.
Sad clap from one person in the audience. Well, get out there and enjoy this nice rainy day. Remember, this is the last day of rain. You got gorgeous weather coming up. Tune in tomorrow for more Good Morning Vail.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.